But our top focus tonight is on black fungus, black marketing. That's right. As the number of cases of mucormycosis or black fungus continue to crop up across the country, the demand for a life-saving drug that cures it has shot through the roof. But the fact is that the drug is not available, and that's what has led to rampant profiteering by those who are selling the antifungal jabs at outrageous prices. As black fungus cases continue to remain a concern, the black marketing is now becoming an opportunity for criminal elements to take advantage of the situation. Tonight we bring you a public interest issue in a special investigation that should hopefully open up a few eyes of our authorities to what's going on. Take a look.
A maiming fungal infection. A crippling shortage of the drug used in its treatment.
डीन साहब ने यहाँ से उनको ये बोल के मना कर दिया है कि यहाँ पे हमारे पास स्टॉक अवेलेबल नहीं है, हम साइन नहीं करेंगे, आपको जिससे कंप्लेंट करनी कर दो।
लाइपोसोमल इंजेक्शन वहाँ डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर के पास में जाते हैं, डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर बोलता है हमको कि हमारे पास भरपूर स्टॉक है, आप सिर्फ डीन साहब के साइन करा के लेके आ जाओ। डीन साहब के पास आ रहे हैं तो डीन साहब बोल रहे हैं कि मैं साइन नहीं करूँगा क्योंकि नकली दवाई है। तो नकली दवाई है तो डीआई को बताओ ना आप।
सर बस गुमराह किया जा रहा है, मिल तो कहीं नहीं रहा है। कभी ऑक्सीजन की किल्लत रहती है, कभी दवाओं की किल्लत रहती है, सारा चीज वही है।
With an outbreak of black fungus, known formerly as mucormycosis, now infesting recovering COVID patients in the country. An India Today investigation has found an outbreak of yet another black market. A sale of antifungal jabs at outrageous prices. This as the government scales up its effort to boost the supplies of the life-saving drug. An unauthorized vendor of pharmacy products in Ludhiana in Punjab, Arun Arora, offers an amphotericin B brand purportedly made by a US-based drug maker. When he met India Today's undercover reporters in Chandigarh, Arora demanded 13,000 rupees for a 50 milligram vial, more than double its price on online portals. Amphotericin B is also used in treating many opportunistic infections caused by HIV. And Arora confessed that the drug is siphoned off from the Punjab State AIDS Control Society and sold to buyers in the region.
कितने का पड़ेगा बाजी? 13,000 का। कितने हैं? 10। आपको कितने पैसे देने हैं टोटल? 130 के साथ 13 है तो 1,30,000 देने ना।
ये जैसे इंजेक्शन गवर्नमेंट से लाट होती है, 8 एक हो गए, 6 एक हो गए, 6 एक हो गए, 20 हो गए ना, 3 उनको दे देंगे, 10 आपको उनमें से दे देंगे।
In India, Bharat Serums and Vaccines and BDR Pharmaceuticals are dominant makers of amphotericin B. Mylan Labs and Cipla import the antifungal drug. A pharmacy vendor at Delhi's Shaheen Bagh, Mohammad Amir offered another brand with a printed price of 5,364 rupees at 20,000 rupees a vial.
ये वही है ना सर, ब्लैक फंगस का इंजेक्शन पक्का?
बेफिक्र हो गया, आप डॉक्टर को व्हाट्सएप कर दीजिए।
4 ही है?
4 मांगे थे ना?
हाँ 4 ही बोले।
20 के का पर है।
2,000 का एक है?
नहीं 20,000 का एक। देखो हाँ। इसका जहाँ बार कोड है ना, वहाँ आप स्कैन कर लो, गूगल से निकल जाएगी साइड।
अच्छा बस ठीक है। इसका MRP कितना है वैसे डिब्बे पे? जो
5,314 है।
20,000 तो बहुत हो गया। आगे और कितने मिल जाएंगे रिक्वायरमेंट हो तो?
वो आप बता दीजिएगा, अवेलेबल है।
A lab technician at Delhi's Jamia Nagar, Mohammad Akhlaq, demanded 11,500 rupees for a vial of amphotericin B he claimed otherwise cost 375 rupees per injection.
पैसे दे दीजिए मुझे, मैं दवा देता हूँ। मिल जाएंगे ना पक्का ना? अरे साहब पक्के हैं, तभी मैंने बोला नहीं तो इंजेक्शन ही मिल कहाँ रहा। वो तो मैं लैब का काम करता हूँ और मुझे जानते हैं भाई। कितने का पड़ेगा? 11,500। 11,500 और वैसे MRP 375 समथिंग है जी। ठीक है, पहले आप आइएगा, पैसे पूरे लेकर के आइएगा। 6 इंजेक्शन है, 6 इंजेक्शन के पूरे पैसे आप मुझे एक बार दिखा देना, मैं जिससे कि एक बार फोटो मैंने भेजा था आपको, आपने देखा नहीं देखा? एंटी फंगल इंजेक्शन है, एंटी फंगस इंजेक्शन है। एमोटेरेसिन बी करके इंजेक्शन आता वही है, एम्फोटेरेसिन बी। ये देखो मैंने फोटो भेजा था आपको, ये क्या है आप देख लो। जो आपने ये सुनिए, देखिए इन्होंने क्या लिखा है, एम्फोहेप इंजेक्शन फॉर इंट्रावेनस इन्फ्यूजन फॉर ये जो है ना, डॉक्टर ने मेरे को ये वाला बोला था, ये वही चीज़ है।
Diverting prescription drugs to the black market and worsening shortages, gatekeepers of the nation's pharma sector need to be more vigilant and proactive in smoothing availability of vital supplies. With Jamshed Khan and Nitin Jain, this is India Today's special investigation team.
So there you have it. Medicines that should be costing 370 rupees are now costing more than 5,000. And those which are to be sold at 4 and 5,000 are costing 20,000 in the black market. That's what's happening at the moment with black fungus medicines, mucormycosis medicines in the country. The question is, why is it that amphotericin is available in such large quantities in black but doesn't seem to be available in hospitals? Why is there no crackdown? Have the drug regulators failed? How can this shortage of life-saving medicines be fixed, particularly in the case of mucormycosis? These are some of the questions I'll raise today. Mahesh Doshi is President, Indian Drugs Manufacturers Association. Tarun Makkar is a relative of someone who suffered last week of mucormycosis. Ravi Kumar is again a friend and relative of a black fungus patient. Dr. Ashish Bhumkar is member Maharashtra Mucormycosis Task Force. And in a moment, we'll also be joined by Dr. Shailesh Kothalkar. He's an ENT surgeon. And Alpan Patel also is someone whose brother-in-law suffered from black fungus and struggled for the medicine. Before I come to the doctors, I want to focus on those whose life stories are important. Why don't you tell us, all three of you, Tarun, Ravi and Alpan, what happened? Tarun, you start first. I know that you contacted me last week desperate for amphotericin and I could not help you. I tried through government, they were struggling. You tell us your experience first, Tarun.
We've been looking for this injection for like more than a week, but in spite of all the best efforts and reaching out to like all the government departments and also to many, known influential people, we tried everything that we could, but we were not able to source the injections because the government was just not being able to provide the injections to the hospital. So it's been, I think, since the requirement came, it's been about 10 days, but till date, we don't have the injections. And now what has happened is, in the meantime, the course of, now the course of treatment has changed and we don't need these injections anymore. So
but when you needed it, you could not get it. When you needed it last week, you tried everyone, you tried all your contacts and no one was able to get you this medicine.
Yeah,
okay.
Nobody.
Ravi Kumar, you actually told me an interesting story. I contacted you through Twitter and you told me that you were being forced through various people, including possibly those linked to hospitals, to actually pay 20,000 for one vial. Am I correct? Mr. Ravi Kumar? Ravi, I think you're on mute. Can you hear me? Okay, we'll try and come back to Ravi in a moment because he seems to be on mute. But in the meantime, Alpan Patel, you tell us the story कि क्या हुआ आपके brother-in-law को जब उनको इस तरह की black fungus हुई, क्या परेशानी हुई, किस तरह से medicine नहीं मिल रहा है?
May 13 से नहीं मिल रहा था और उसके पहले actually we have to struggle for around 6 to 7 days just to get in bed in the hospital.
Okay.
और जैसे जैसे कोई कॉन्टेक्ट लगा के हमने बेड मिला और ट्रीटमेंट स्टार्ट हुई, फिर मई 13 से हमको इंजेक्शन नहीं मिल रहे थे और डॉक्टर्स लोग भी बहुत ट्राई कर रहे थे इंजेक्शन के लिए, बट उनसे भी नहीं हो पा रहा था। और जब से ये गुजरात गवर्नमेंट ने ये जो मेडिसिन जो इंजेक्शन कंट्रोल कर लिए थे, उसके बाद इतना प्रॉब्लम हुआ कि राउंड अबाउट हमको अराउंड 15 डेज तक कोई भी या इंजेक्शन या फिर पिल्स कुछ भी नहीं मिल रहे थे। इन स्पाइट ऑफ हमने लोकल कलेक्टर से भी कांटेक्ट किया, उनके पीए से बात की, लोकल एमएलए से बात की, बट वो लोग एक ही चीज बता रहे थे कि आप जो ईमेल आईडी दिया गया है उस पे पेशेंट से प्रिस्क्रिप्शन और वो सब मेल कीजिए, हम डायरेक्टली हॉस्पिटल को प्रोवाइड करेंगे। हमारी रिक्वायरमेंट अराउंड डॉक्टर ने जो प्रिस्क्रिप्शन दिया था वो 50 इंजेक्शन का था, 50। और अभी जस्ट 2-3 दिन पहले हमको 17 इंजेक्शन प्रोवाइड किए गवर्नमेंट ने। वो भी जो माइलैंड और ग्लैंड फार्मा के जो डॉक्टर ने प्रिस्क्राइब किए थे वो तो अवेलेबल हुए ही नहीं हमको अभी तक, बट कोई लोकल इंडियन मेड कोई कंपनी के थे वो, और 2 पेशेंट के बीच में हम लोग शेयर कर रहे हैं।
Two patients are sharing the medicines. You had asked for, you needed 50 vials, you only got 17. Ravi, you can hear us now. You're not on mute, I hope. Can you tell us your story?
Hey, Ratik, good evening. Can you?
Yes, go ahead.
Rajiv, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. So let me take a step back. So one of my relative was a corona patient. So he started developing the swollen eyes, and one right side was paralyzed. So we immediately took him to an hospital where they said like, okay, they see the symptoms of black fungus. Got us the MRI and the CT scan done. Post that they said like, okay, they refer to one of the reputed hospital. The reputed hospital again they said like, okay, we need to buy on our own the amphotericin B vials, and like the estimation was around 25 lakhs. So this was post the corona treatment, and they said like we don't have in-house, so you will have to source it from your known contacts.
No, so how much were they charging per vial? You're saying that the entire treatment was going to cost you 25 lakhs?
Yeah, the entire treatment, the estimation that they shared us, because it was 7,600 per vial,
right,
with the GST. And so we reached out to multiple people on social media and social platforms. Here we got a contact who shared us on WhatsApp the picture and the complete invoice details, all that. So, and initially he said like, since it was not available in the market, we had to pay a premium. So initially he quoted 25K per vial. So then, since we wanted like in a huge volume, the volume was more, we requested him, and then again the time was running out here because the doctor said like immediately we'll have to get that, otherwise the chances are like even the brain may be impacted. The nerve which is connecting to the brain may be paralyzed. So that was the criticality. So finally we negotiated to 20,000. That's what we negotiated.
You paid, Ravi, 20,000 for a vial that was costing, as per MRP, around 7,000.
7,500, 600, yeah.
So 7,500 you had to negotiate with a third party, and the hospital knew about this.
Hospital, like, okay, they said they didn't have that, but I got the contact through one of their, again, like, not the doctor, but again, they have some network, so through them. We reached out to multiple people on social media, social network, and time was running out. We had lost 2 days. So finally, then they said, okay, just try some source, and then they referred us. So through one of the contacts, we were able to contact.
you paid 20,000 for 7,000. Tarun Makar, you struggled and did not get the medicine at all for a week. Am I correct?
Yeah.
You didn't get it from anywhere. You tried, I know you tried VVIP contacts. Nobody was able to source it for you. What did the government say?
We couldn't. The government was not even responding to the hospital as to when we will get the injections, or even if we will get it or not. Rightly, it is available in the black market, ranging from 15,000 to 25,000 anywhere. But there is no, authenticity whether it is original or not. So if you buy it from the black market, you are actually putting your patient's life at risk, because if it's not original, then it can harm the patient.
Right. These are the shocking stories that are coming in. As you've seen, we've done an investigation on the ground, and here are 3 live case studies of what is happening with the life-saving drug amphotericin in the context of mucormycosis. Let's go across to Dr. Ashish Bhumkar, you're member of Maharashtra's mucormycosis task force. Dr. Bhumkar, you're hearing these stories. People are being asked to pay 20,000. Hospitals have put their hands up saying we don't have vials of amphotericin, but the black market seems to have it.
I have to actually catch my breath looking at what you're exposing now. For sure, we've been hearing that some people do get offers of having the amphotericin offered to them, but by and large, my personal experience has been in and around Bombay. I think there's a reasonable regulation that the government has done. Through the collector's office, initially we were getting it. Then through the civil hospital, we are getting less than what the patient needs, and on a daily basis. So there is a big problem of having an adequate supply. But if this, and I'm not saying if this is true what you are exposing, I want to only with folded hands ask all the black marketeers, just visit one Mucor patient once in the hospital, and I don't think their conscience will permit. I know there's a famous saying that conscience is soluble in greed and money, but please, this is not the time. I mean, the COVID patient has managed to survive, and now from a frying pan, he or she is in the fire. And I'm really very, very emotionally touched by what you're showing on things, that people are actually doing this at 20. And remember, this is not 20,000 just per day. They're going to need minimum 8 injections per day, because it is 5 milligram per kg body weight. So per day cost, even at a normal MRP, is 40,000 rupees, and it's minimum 10 days. So 4 lakh rupees is what is the official cost. Rajdeep, I want to tell you, pre-COVID, when we were buying this amphotericin B, the one which was MRP at 7,800, and I have to be very open and honest, we were getting it at a hospital price of 2,300 rupees. This was the pre-COVID times, when the requirement of this drug was very, very minuscule. And of course, because it was minuscule, too few pharmaceuticals were producing it in too small a quantity. I am told, sorry. Yeah.
Go ahead. Please.
I'm told that this molecule is pretty complex to manufacture, and therefore at the manufacturing level, it was difficult for the government, with the best possible intentions, to ask even the private sector to ramp up the production. Okay. We were told by June 1st week, the market will be flooded. Doctor, don't worry, till then carry on somehow. And we did surgical modifications, we did our radiology modifications to understand the disease better, to remove a little bit more than what is required, because that perhaps will get necrosed in the next 4 days. So we did a lot in terms of what a doctors could do. But this administrative challenge is beyond us as clinicians or doctors.
But you are admitting that the shortage still continues, Dr. Bhumkar, that the shortage still continues?
Oh, most definitely it continues.
Okay.
Most definitely it continues.
Dr. Shailesh Kotharkar, you're an ENT surgeon, one of leading ENT surgeons. Tell us, what do doctors do, or what, more importantly, what do you advise patients? If a medicine which is to cost MRP maximum, as per my list, 4,700, but let's assume it's 7,000, but is being sold for 20 and 25,000 in the black market, and as Dr. Bhumkar says, you need many vials per day, how do you survive? What does a patient do?
Sir, here in Nagpur, the supply to the hospital of the amphotericin is through the collector's office. But there is a lot of disparity between the number of patients admitted, number of patients operated, and the number of vials which we get as our share of the hospital. So like if we have 40 patients admitted, we get sometimes 50 vials, sometimes 60 vials, but that is very insufficient. The administration is telling us that you have to give us 5 patients' name to whom you feel it is ultimately necessary. But sir, since amphotericin B is a choice of drug for the mucormycosis, it has to be given to the every patient who's admitted and who is undergoing surgery, and after surgery minimum for 7 days to 2 weeks. And average dose, as sir said, it's 5 milligram per kg body weight, and that dose has to be optimized up to 10 milligram per kg body weight if the disease is crossing beyond the borders of the sinuses. Like if it is going to the orbit, if it is going to the skull base, then we have to increase the dosage. So any 50 kg man will require 250 milligrams as per the calculations of 5 milligram per kg body weight. And if we have to optimize this dose to 10 milligram, then this dose becomes 500 milligram. And 50 milligram vial costs us around 7,500 to 8,000 rupees. So you can calculate the 10 vials, how much it would be. It would be not less than 80,000 rupees per day.
No, that is
And
that is if you are not selling it in black market. What are you telling when a patient is coming? I just want to understand from you, Dr. Kothalkar, what are you telling the patients? Because there aren't, from all indications, you don't have enough vials in the hospital. So our hospital, are you throwing up your hand and saying, sorry, we don't have enough?
Yes, sir, that's what we are doing. Initially, when we had a shortage of this supply from the government, as the government took it over, we started getting a form filled by the relatives and from the patients that we will not be responsible for supplying you the amphotericin, as the charge of supplying amphotericin is taken over by the government. And in between, we had couple of days, like 2 days in between, there was no supply from the government. And then we had to keep those patients only on tablets. Fortunately, we had some injections of posaconazole, that is the other drug, other supportive drug which we gave. So fortunately, we had some injections and we've been giving those, and we had to double the dose of the posaconazole. We also had one more isavuconazole, which we had procured some 1 month back when it was available. But that also we exhausted, and we now are left over with no vials in our hospital.
You have left
we are
with
at
no,
the mercy
so you're
of
living,
the government.
You're living on a day-to-day basis on the mercy of the government, because remember, the government has centralized the entire process of distributing even amphotericin medicines that are not available, as is being mentioned, in large parts of the country, and as our story showed, is now being sold in the black. Mahesh Doshi, President, Indian Drugs Manufacturer Association, please explain to me, hospitals and even the government is saying that we don't have enough medicine, the supply is outstripping, the demand is outstripping the supply, but the black marketers are selling it at 15, 20,000 and more. What is the problem? Why is it that the system, the supply lines have broken for amphotericin? Just, you're on mute again, Mahesh.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, good evening and wishing a good health to the viewer of the India Today TV. And first of all, I'm sincerely, tendering my apology and a sorry to a suffering family, which I've heard from the 3 family. So I'm really very sorry for that. Rajdeep, this is a very unprecedented time, and this medicine was a very small use of that, and suddenly the demand has incurred. So, and as doctor has mentioned rightly, it's a very complex molecule to produce, and a production total cycle time is taking 21 to 25 days. And a measure 2 other raw material, lipoid and filter, both are importing, and lipid is also using in making the vaccine by the Pfizer and that. So from the world, availability of the lipid was a very less. I will say very thankful to the government of India, who's helped by all the way to using the diplomatic channel, their personal relation, pressure, and प्रेम से भी
नहीं सर, आप ये बोल रहे हैं, मुझे ये बताइए, from what I gather, there are Indian companies, Sun Pharma is making Lambin 50 mg injection, VHB Pharma is doing amphotericin 50 mg injection, Amphodex 50 mg injection is Samarth Life Science, and Amphotin 50 mg injection is United Biotech. ये सब दवाइयाँ है कहाँ? Is it just a question that the demand has completely outstripped supply? कि इतना demand की expectation नहीं थी?
Radhip ji, it's like that. There are other company also who produce this product. What you say, even 4,50,000 unit is imported by the Mylan, 6 lakhs unit is produced by the local company. So total around 1 million doses has been supplied, means will be going to be supplied in the month of June, and all the manufacturers are revamping their facilities in a double and a triple way. So slowly it will be, what you say, supply will be a very ease. And according to me, there is a, what we say, demand is a X3.
Sir, but tell me, how is it that the black market is getting it? Why is it that the black market has cornered it and the hospitals don't have it?
Radhip ji, see, black marketing, you know, the black ships are there in the community everywhere. Otherwise, this is the very regulated industry. What you say, DOP is keeping a close observation. DCGI is keeping the very close observation. They are taking the stock of the every day,
Sir,
even to vial from the factories.
Yes.
So as a manufacturers, I will say that there is absolutely no leakage from the front of the manufacturing.
Sir, but somewhere it is leaking. Somewhere it is leaking in the system, as our story has exposed. That is my point. I'll come back to you. Let me again go back to Dr. Bhamkar, because Dr. Bhamkar, you are a member of the Maharashtra Mucormycosis Task Force. I want to understand, is it that the entire system has been caught completely napping by just the sheer volume of cases? Is that the problem? What is the problem in the supply link that hospitals, as Dr. Shailesh mentioned just now, are working on a day-to-day basis when it comes to life-saving drugs?
Well, as we understand, it was really a sudden spike. I don't want to use the word napping, but it was suddenly a spike that came up, and it came up in really a large number, and there surely was not any stock. So once you don't have enough stock, of course, that does not justify the core intent of this program, that if the stock is not there, supply is not there, how come it is there in the black market? That is a completely different, where we as surgeons, we were told there's not enough. So this is all that you can get and make do with it. But we were promised in June, the market will be flooded. Unfortunately, that has not happened. We were told in June first week it will happen. Again, we have been told that it has gone into the central. Again, with very folded hands, Rajdeep, I want to use your forum to appeal to these black marketeers. This is not a remdesivir or a tocilizumab which you were dealing with in your COVID times. This is really a proven life-saving drug. The other drugs, we did not know whether they are saving lives or not. But this is not a medicine that any good Indian or any Indian should even deal with or think. This is the time for people to donate medicines. This is not to hoard and do black market. Please, this is not the India we are heading to.
No, that I agree. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm not suggesting that beyond the point, you can do anything about a black marketeer who is determined to profiteer from someone else's misery.
Very,
but please don't do this. This is not the time, as you said, doctor. I know you're getting emotional in a way about what is happening, because I know what doctors are going through at the moment who are treating black fungus patients. Dr. Kotalkar, just explain to our viewers how difficult it is to deal with black fungus patients if you don't have the necessary medicines.
Sir, it's a very difficult task, because as a surgeons, we will remove the disease. But whichever disease we cannot see and has gone beyond the boundaries at times needs to be tackled by the antifungals. And it is the imperative on our part that we have to give them the medication. Only surgery or only medication is not sufficient at all. So then when there is a scarcity of this drug, we have to look after the other drugs which are less proven. And recently one drug was launched in India just 3-4 months back, but that was tried in UK and Europe. But here for this variant, we don't know how much effective that drug is. So that is the isavuconazole. But since we had no other choice, then we had to try this monotherapy with isavuconazole. But now that drug is also short from the market.
But I want to understand, Dr. Bhamkar was assured, he said, that by the first week of June we would have enough. You haven't got enough, clearly. Your hospital, as you said, is working virtually on a day-to-day basis.
Yes, sir, that's very true. At times we don't get any supply from the government for 2 days to 3 days, and after 2-3 days we get some around 50 vials or 80 vials, and we have almost 40 patients admitted. So 4 5s, even if we count, it becomes 200 vials, which is a dire necessity in my hospital. But since the supply to the government is less, probably they are not giving us in the adequate dosage. But they are telling us that you have to prioritize the patients, and whichever patient you feel deemed necessary, then only you can give them amphotericin. But for the knowledge of everyone, that there is no choice of for this drug. If 10 patients are admitted for this disease, 10 patients requires amphotericin.
Okay.
But it's sad that we are not getting it on time and in the minimal doses which we are getting.
Dr. Bhumkar, you wanted to make a point, yes?
Sir, I wanted to say that our difficulty in treating the patient is nothing compared to the difficulty that they are facing minute to minute. With the kind of suffering they are getting, with the kind of stress, they are just barely out of COVID. We know what it means, that all their organs are inflamed, and in this, the family and the patient himself or herself staying there, wondering whether they are going to go blind, whether this disease is going to go into their brain, whether they'll ever come out. I think it's a very, very, very sad, tragic thing for a patient to have Mucor. Really, it is really very heart-wrenching. I can be very honest here. I am not able to face my patient. You said, are we throwing our hands up? No, we are folding our hands.
So what will you tell today Tarun, Ravi and Alpan, who have come on this show, who have gone through this experience and are struggling to get the medicine? What will you tell them? Tarun, at least his relative has moved on to another line of treatment. But what will you tell today, Ravi, and what will you tell Alpan? Will they get this medicine, or are they going to have to go through this suffering for a long while, Dr. Bhumkar?
So it's not in our hands, sir. What we could do is we could modify our surgical techniques. We could improve on how we are reading the MRI scans and how we are anticipating the tissues. That's what our brain can only do. It is trained to only look at it that way. Supply is beyond our thing, so we can only request the powers to be to make it available soon.
And I can tell you the shocker was that even this weekend, even in the army hospital in the national capital, there was a shortage, we were told, of the drug. Yes, Mahesh, you want to say something, Mahesh?
Yeah, Rajdeep, through your program, I wanted to assure the people that please keep a trust on the Indian pharma industry. Indian pharma industry is very capable. Slowly, a same thing was happened in the Remdesivir, and afterwards, the situation became the
Sir,
ease.
I appreciate that, but remember, every day matters. In black fungus, every day matters. Every day that is getting delayed, someone, Alpan will tell us, Ravi will tell us, Tarun will tell us, every day is mattering. Har din ke liye, Alpan? Yes, Tarun, you want to say something?
Hello.
Yeah, I just.
Yes, Tarun first. Yes, Tarun, then Alpan. Tarun, yes.
Yes, like you heard from the doctors also, if a hospital has 10 patients, so every patient needs 5 to 10 vials depending on the condition. What is happening is, because the hospital is short of the medicines, the patients are if they are getting, then they are getting 1 or 2 vials, 2 vials or 3 vials instead of 5 or 6 that they need. So I'm not an expert to comment on this. The doctors would be the best, but some doctors are of the view that if you are giving a patient 2 vials every day instead of 5 or 6 that they need, so it's inadequate treatment. And at a later stage, if you're not able to cope up, even those vials that you have given, they go like they don't actually treat the patient.
That's right. And the thing is that this is a daily challenge. Alpan, आपने कभी आपके फैमिली ने होप गिव अप किया है क्या कि कुछ होगा नहीं, निराशा है, या अभी भी आशा है कि कुछ होगा?
नहीं सर, हमने होप नहीं गिव अप किया है, अभी भी हमारा ट्राई चल रहा है. बट द थिंग इज कि यहाँ गुजरात गवर्नमेंट ये क्लेम कर रही है कि गवर्नमेंट हॉस्पिटल में सफिशिएंट सप्लाईज है ये मेडिसिन की. बट हमने वो भी ट्राई किया. 2-3 अहमदाबाद के सिविल हॉस्पिटल में गए, बड़ौदा के सिविल हॉस्पिटल में गए, बट वो कुछ नहीं हो पा रहा.
You know, we have done this show in the hope that people recognize what is happening. The COVID cases may be coming down, but the challenge to get this one life-saving drug has now become a national challenge. And state governments are throwing up their hands, and doctors here are pleading. The line that will stay with me is what Dr. Bhumkar just now said. And I think that is an important thing that this country must recognize. This is not the India of my dreams, that people are hoarding life-saving drugs. For God's sake, this is not what we want in the midst of a pandemic. I hope that the voices that we've heard in this program are heard by the powers that be in this country, and they recognize and find a way to ensure supply in the coming days. Thank you all very much for joining us on Operation Black Fungus. We will continue to focus on such public interest issues here on the News at Night. When we return, another such issue. 22 patients, some say, died at a